Hi guys, so for this video I'm going to be doing a 3 looks, 1 palette with the Colourpop Orange Glad palette. Now I know I'm kind of like a little late to like playing with this palette, but Colourpop just launches stuff like literally every single week. I sometimes a couple times a week. They like never stop. So yeah, I'm going to be playing with the Orange Glad palette, and that's what the inside looks like. Now all of their 9-pan palettes retail for $12. So when I bought this, they had a couple different bundle like type options like they kind of always do with these 9-pan palettes. So I got the one with obviously the palette, and then it came with 2 of their Jelly Much eyeshadows, and I've never tried these before, so I figured I would get this bundle because then I could try out the Jelly Much eyeshadows, because the other bundles had like eyeliners or I think like a mascara, and I just felt like I didn't need those, so I figured I would get this one with the Jelly Much because, like I said, I haven't tried these yet and people like really love these. So in the bundle you get the shade Whistlin' Pixie Jelly Much eyeshadow. It just comes in a little pot, and then it does have like a little plastic like safety lid type thing, and you're supposed to keep those because these can dry out pretty easy. So like I said, this is in the shade Whistlin' Pixie. It's like a orangey copper, it's like a orangish copper type shade. And then the other one that you get in the bundle is called Wee Jammin'. That's what the little pot looks like. I don't know why they have like different lids or whatever. So, and this is just like a really light champagne gold, which is super pretty. I can't wait to try these. And then I also got a eyeliner. This didn't come in the bundle, but I wanted to get this eyeliner because it kind of matches the palette. It's the Creme Gel liner in the shade Puppy. It's just like a super like bright orange. They did have a bundle where this was in it, but like I said, it also came with like a mascara or something else, and I just felt like I didn't need or want those things, so I just got the one with the Jelly Much, and then I just got the Puppy liner on its own. So I'm sorry if I'm kind of like stuffy and nasally. My allergies are super bad, and the weather's been like super weird where I live. It was like super hot for the last couple weeks, and now for the past couple days it's been like cold and rainy, so my body's kind of like, you know, trying to adjust, and it's not adjusting very well, so my nose is a little runny, so I'm sorry if I'm like sniffling a lot. I'm also gonna try to keep this video like as short as possible. I don't know how well that will go because like I said, I'm gonna be doing 3 looks with this palette, and when I did the 3 looks with the Honey palette from Colourpop, that video was kind of long, so I'll just do my best to try and keep it somewhat short, but like I said, I don't know how well that will go. So I also have no idea what I want to do for like any of the looks, so I'm gonna just kind of like wing it or like go with the flow. So also my little orange like fruit earrings, I got these on Amazon. It came in a pack of like a bunch of different fruit earrings. So I will link that in the description because I just think they're super cute, and the like fruit earrings are pretty trendy right now, and I mean it obviously goes with the palette. So I think I first want to go into the shade Zested, which is this super light like sherbet orange type color, and I'm just gonna put that in my crease. I don't know how well this shade is gonna show up because it is like a super light, like creamy orange shade. Okay, so I just blended that Zested shade in my crease. You can kind of see it. Like I said, it's pretty light. So now I think I want to go into Creamsicle, this color right here, and I'm just going to use the same brush and pretty much do the same thing, just blend it into my crease. Okay, so I just took a little bit of that same Creamsicle shade and I kind of smudged it on my lower lash line. So now I think I want to take the shade Rise and Grind, right? Yeah. Rise and Grind, and I'm going to take a little smaller brush this time, but it's still like a fluffy blending brush, just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to start putting that on like my outer corner and then blend it into the crease. Okay, so now I think I want to take the shade, this one right here called You Peel Me, and I'm just going to take a really tiny bit. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit and deepen up the outer corner a little bit. I just want it to be just like slightly deeper. These colors are so pretty. I love warm tones. I don't think I've ever just done a straight up like all orange look, so pretty excited to have this palette. A little fact about me, I guess, is I don't like oranges at all. I hate oranges. I hate the smell. I hate the taste. It's always been that way since I was like a little kid. I've never liked the taste of oranges. I can't like stand it, and I can't stand the smell. And then I also think I'm kind of like allergic to them because about like a year ago, I think, I had a little clementine, like those little cuties that you get from the store. They're called cuties. They come in like a little bag. And I ate it, and then like 5 or 10 minutes after I ate it, my throat started to get like really itchy, and it felt like super weird, and my whole face and everything was itchy. So I think I'm like kind of allergic to them, which is totally fine because like I said, I hate them. I absolutely hate them. But these colors are pretty, so. Okay, so now I want to put one of the shimmers on my lid. Now there's only 2 shimmers, and then there's a pressed glitter. Now I wish that they would like not put the pressed glitters in these palettes, because I personally just don't really care for glitter. I mean, it is really pretty. I'll probably use it eventually just because, you know, I bought this palette, so but I just find them, they're just super messy, and there's that risk that it could like get in your eye and harm your eye, and I just don't really like that. Now, like I said, they're still really pretty, but I just wish they would stop putting the glitters in the palette, because I feel like they could have done another metallic shade. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, the glitters are still pretty. I just wish that they would not put them in these 9-pan palettes, because I really like these palettes, but I just don't see myself using the glitters that often. They're just messy and just don't really care for them. So there's only 2 shimmers. There's Tangerine Dreams or Squeeze Me. I don't really know which one I want to use. I kind of want to use Squeeze Me. It just looks really pretty, and it's kind of just calling my name. So I did spray my brush. I always spray my brush when I use like metallic shades, no matter like what the brand or anything. I just like the finish, so I always spray my brush. Wow, that shade is so pretty. It's definitely what I was going for. I'm glad I picked this one. That shade is so pretty. Oh my god. I love this color. Okay, so since there's not like a light shimmery highlight in the palette, there is like that glitter, but I don't want to use that on my inner corner and brow bone. So I'm going to use the Jelly Much shadow that came in the bundle that I got. I'm going to use the shade We Jammin'. Since it's like a really light like champagne gold, I feel like this will be super pretty on the inner corner and brow bone. So I'm just going to take a super tiny amount Ooh, yeah, that's so pretty. That's like the perfect inner corner highlight. Okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna do for look number 1. I'm just gonna go put on some lashes, finish up my face makeup, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I put on lashes, I finished up my face. I used my Salon Perfect 614 lashes as always because they're my favorite. And then for my bronzer, I used another one of my favorites. It's the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. And then for my blush, I used this blush from Note Cosmetics in the shade Desert Rose. I got this in a BoxyCharm like last year. It's just like a orangey peachy type shade. So I thought it went well with this look. And then for my highlighter, I used the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight. It's just a really pretty, nice like golden champagne highlight. So yeah, this is look number 1, and then I also used the creme gel liner in the shade Puppy in my waterline. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, this is look number 1. I think it's so pretty. I really love these tones. I just feel like they're super pretty, and I really love that Jelly Much eyeshadow in the inner corner. Oh, and then for my lipstick, I used the Colourpop Parker Matte Lippy Stick. So yeah, this is look number 1. I like it. I think it's super pretty. I really love that Squeeze Me shade that's all over my lid. It's just so pretty. Sorry, the lighting is like really weird right now for some reason. So yeah, let's move on to look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, I think I want to do something a little more like simple. What I love to do with these 9-pan palettes, I like to take either the lightest shade or the second to lightest shade and just put it on my lid, blend it into my crease, and then put a like light shimmery shade on my inner corner and brow bone, and that's the look. I really just love to do that with these 9-pan palettes because sometimes like a full monochromatic like look can be a little overwhelming, so I feel like if you just pick one of the like lighter shades and just put it all over your lid and then blend it into your crease, it's a little more like subtle way to wear like a pop of color. So I think that's what I want to do today. So I think I'm gonna start off with the shade Creamsicle. Sorry, the lighting's like really weird. It's like super bright and sunny outside today, and it's just like blasting like straight into my windows. So I'm just gonna start off by like patting it on the lid, and then I'll start lightly blending it into the crease. Okay, so I just blended that same shade on my lower lash line. So now I think I want to go into the shade Rise and Grind, and I'm gonna just take like the tiniest amount of this and focus it more on my lid just for like a little bit more depth and color. Okay, so now I think maybe it'll be kind of fun to put the shade Squeeze Me on my inner corner. I'm just gonna take like a really small fluffy brush so that it's not like super pigmented, because I don't know how good it's gonna look. If it looks weird, I can put like a lighter shade on top of it, but oh, it doesn't look that weird if I just do it lightly. I don't know, I just thought it'd maybe be a fun little pop of shimmer. Okay, so I really like how that Squeeze Me shade looks on the inner corners. I didn't know like how well it was gonna turn out. Obviously it is a little dark for like an inner corner highlight, but I feel like it looks kind of cool as like a pop of shimmer. But I do really want to take like the tiniest amount of the glitter shade, which is called Clementine. Now, like I said in my Honey palette video, these pressed glitters, they're not like eye safe, they're not intended for like the eye area, but that's just because it is a glitter, and if it gets in your eyes, there is the chance of it like scratching your eye or damaging it. So just if you use the pressed glitters, to just be really careful and safe and try not to get it in your eye when you're using them. So I'm just gonna use the same this little mini brush that I used for the Squeeze Me shade, and I'm gonna take like the tiniest amount. I'm not even gonna use like a glitter glue or anything. I'm just gonna take the tiniest amount and put that on top because I want like a little sparkle on the inner corner. I don't know how well you can see that, or if you can even see that at all, but when I look in my mirror I can see like the little sparkles, and I think it's really pretty. Okay, so I also just went ahead and used the Jelly Much eyeshadow in We Jammin', that like really light shimmery gold shade, and I put that on my brow bone. So yeah, that's pretty much the eye look. I'm sorry that the lighting is so weird, like I said, but I'm just gonna go do some winged liner, pop a pencil liner in my waterline, and some lashes on, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I finished up the rest of my face. I did some winged liner and lashes. For my face, I used my Milani bronzer, and then I used the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in the shade Always Cheeky. And then for my highlight, I used the Tarte Exposed Highlight. And then for my lipstick, I used the Colourpop Velvet Blur Luxe Lipstick in the shade 21 Questions. And then my eyeliner is from Essence. It's their Super Precise Liquid Eyeliner. It just has one of those really tiny brush tips. And then for my lashes, I use the Ardell Remy lashes in the style 781. And then I also use the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Puppy in my waterline. So yeah, this is look number 2. Like I said earlier, I'm sorry the lighting is all like really weird, but yeah, this is look number 2. Like I said, I wanted to do something a little more like simple and like easy, and I feel like with the matte lid and crease and then the pop of shimmer in the inner corner is like really cool. And then I also love the liner on the waterline. So yeah, this is look number 2. Let me know in the comments which look is your favorite. So far I think look number 1 is my favorite, but I still like this one. I think it's just a really simple look. So yeah, let's move on to look number 3. Okay, so for look number 3, I think I'm gonna start out with the shade Creamsicle. Now I do just want to say that I know this video is like extremely long and I'm really sorry. So I'm just gonna put the shade Creamsicle in my crease. Okay, so since I haven't used the shade Sunkissed yet, this like super bright orange, I'm gonna use that shade and do the same thing, just put it in my crease. I want this look to be like pretty bright. Okay, so now I want to go into the shade Mimosa Mommy, this like super bright, hot red orange. And I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush this time, and I'm gonna focus it on like the outer corner and then into the crease. Okay, so now I think I want to take a little bit of the shade You Peel Me and just deepen up the outer corner in the crease just a tiny bit. Okay, so now I want to go into the shade Tangerine Dreams, this super pretty light shimmer shade, and I'm gonna put that on my lid, kind of like a half cut crease, but I'm not going to be using concealer. I'm just going to spray my brush and then use the eyeshadow. Okay, so now I kind of want to take the shade Clementine, that pressed glitter, and I'm going to take like a really small pencil brush, and I'm going to like do like a glitter, like where the kind of like cut crease is. I don't know how well like this is going to look or turn out. Might be a little messy, but I just think it'll be kind of fun. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see that glitter shade that I put down. When I turn like a certain way, you can see it. Doesn't look the best because I don't really do this that often, but I don't know, I kind of thought it'd be a little fun pop of like glitter. So I think that's pretty much gonna be it for look number 3. I'm just gonna go put on some lashes, maybe some winged liner, I'm not sure. I'm gonna finish up my face and then I will be right back. Okay, so I finished up my face. I put on some lashes and lipstick. For my face, I used the bronzer shade in the Cover FX face palette. I just used the bronzer. And then for my blush, as always, I used the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in the shade Always Cheeky. It's just a really perfect light peachy shade. And then for my highlight, I used the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan highlighter in the shade Glow Up. It's like a kind of like rose gold-ish type highlight. And then for my lipstick, I used the Colourpop Matte X lippy stick in the shade Crack Me Up. It's like a kind of cool tone-ish brown nude. And then for my lashes, I used the Salon Perfect Extension Seeker lashes in the style 662. They come in a 2-pack, so that's what they look like. And then I also put the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Mr. Bing on my waterline. So this is look number 3. I think it's really, really cool, and I love that I added the glitter in like the cut crease part. I don't really know how to like describe that, but I think it looks really, really cool. Oh, and I also used the Jelly Much shadow in the shade We Jammin' for my inner corner and brow bone highlight. But yeah, this is the 3rd and final look. I really, really love this one. I think this one's definitely my favorite. I just love that tangerine shade on the lid and then the like glitter cut crease. So yeah, that was my 3 looks with the Colourpop Orangey Glad palette. I really, really, really love this palette. I think it's so pretty. I just love these warm neon orangey shades. This is definitely going to be really pretty for like the fall time, but I also feel like it's really nice in the summertime for like this, like a bright neon orange look. So yeah, like I said before, I'm sorry that this video is like really, really long. I tried to keep it short, but I obviously did not do that. So if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I had so much fun playing with this orange palette. It's just so pretty, and I feel like you can get so many different looks out of these 9-pan palettes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.